Okay, let me say the three words now. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you
you are.
are.
Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashley.
Just one more.
Toastmaster.
Chiamari, sorry. Could the timer put on the video so that I could pin you or spotlight you? That way, you two will be on the screen, and whenever needed, the speaker can view you. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Chiamari.
Yes, thank you. Toastmaster Ashley. Karambola. Karambola. Toastmaster Ashley.
It is said that fear means forget everything and run. That's exactly what I have done throughout my life. Good evening to my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I'm so happy to see your smiling faces. I am Ashley Fernandez and I live in the port city of Vasco da Gama. The story of my birth is a very, very interesting one. I was born on 5th of April, which was a Friday, a Good Friday, a very sacred day for all Christians. And that was the reason why the nurses and the doctors left my mother alone in the ward with labor pain and went to attend service at the church. Well, I had my plans clear. I wanted to come out as soon as possible. So all the trouble that I gave my mom, they had the doctor came in and checked her and he said, I can save only one of you. Here comes fear number one of my life. Fear that I might not make it into the world. But it was Good Friday. So here comes the divine intervention. A specialist doctor arrived and he saved both of us. I'm sure the specialist doctor will be magnanimous about the ward doctor not helping my mother. As I grew up, came my second fear, and that was when I go to school, would I be punished? Would I be accepted? I was sent to a very competitive school, and at that school, I realized that I had my own pace of learning. I found it difficult to cope. Here, let me introduce you to an angel of my life, and that is my sister. Her protective shield for me was so close that nobody even knew my actual name. They knew me as Michelle's brother. You'll be interested in knowing what's her profession now. Well, she is an advocate. The skill in bailing me out every time in school. After school life was over, comes my next fear. Which stream do I choose? Everybody said science is where you go. But I chose computers. Not that I'm an expert at it. It is just that it was the only subject I was good at. I completed my graduation and my master's in computers. Then comes the next fear of my life, the fear of rejection. When I go for a job, would the companies accept me or would they reject me? My first job was of an internet manager on a cruise liner. Well, I always wanted to be a software engineer, but I couldn't get through there. This job was a very challenging one. On this job, I realized that I had to respect time. I had to respect my co-workers. And along with this, it made me a better professional. But I wasn't happy there because I lost hair and I also had a very heavy pocket. But happiness is what I didn't find there. So I came back to India and applied for a job that was my favorite, and that was a teaching job. I applied at Father Agnel College and I got through as a lecturer for computer application. At this job, I had a life changing experience. Every student that I met, I found that they had a story. Every story was different. I realized how blessed I was because my story was different from them. Every story I met was sweet, some were sour, just like the carambola fruit. This fruit is sweet sometimes and sometimes sour, but it has a positive in it also. Every time you cut this fruit, it comes out in the shape of of a star. To conclude, I would like to say that in life, many a time we will have fears. I had mine too. But it's important to come out of that fear. Life throws a lot of sweet and sour moments at us. But like the carambola fruit, whenever life slices us, we have to come out as a star. That's exactly what I have done. Thank you for listening to me. Over to you, Joyful Siona, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Friends, thank you, Toastmaster Ashley. Toastmaster Ashley has given his icebreaker, and I would request everyone to put on your video, stand, and give him a standing ovation. Stand. All of us.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Fiona.